Reaction, so I want to bring in Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter. Congressman, good afternoon. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So if I can, I want to ask you about a few things that Jeff Flake had to say, because he certainly got people talking. One of the things he said is that he believes the president is a danger to our democracy. Do you believe that?
No, look, we need to do away with all this hyperbole, and we need to start concentrating and keeping our eye on the ball. And the ball right now is tax reform. That's what we need to be focused on. Right now, I'll be quite honest with you, it appears that the Senate is just dysfunctional. I mean, we are doing our work in the House. We have our disagreements. We talk about them. We work them out, and then we do what we're supposed to do. We've got over 400 bills now that are languishing in the Senate. They have to do confirmations. That's a big part of their responsibility. But come on, 400 bills, they need to get their work done over there. They need to concentrate more on what we're here for and not the personality part.
Does the president complicate that when he goes after members of the Senate very personally? He's gone after John McCain very personally, Bob Corker, Jeff Flake. Would he have been better served? Would you and would your constituents have been better served if he had gone out today and said, you know what? Jeff Flake is entitled to his opinion. He can say what he wants about me. I'm focused on getting the work of the people done. Can we talk about tax reform? But he didn't do that.
Well, look, it's not for me to judge what he should have done or what he shouldn't have done.
Well, it is. I would say it is in the sense of you want to get something done. Does that hurt you? Does it hurt you, Congressman, and the ability to get it done?
Look, we knew going into this what Donald Trump was about. That's why he got elected president. He said up front, I'm going to drain the swamp. I'm going to turn things upside down up there. This is not a surprise to anyone. And we need to just focus on what we were up here for, what we were sent up here for by our constituents, and we need to get our work done.
I want to ask you about something else that he said, because sure. I think you can't ignore the fact that 2018 is coming up, and whatever you try to get done right now, and we'll talk about a few of those things, is colored by people who are running for re-election in 2018. So he said, look, you have to essentially cozy up to the president. If you don't do that, you don't have a chance. Is that essentially quieting a lot of people who do have some real concerns about some of the things the president says, what he does, and the way he conducts himself as president?
You know, I think most people that I know up here are focused on doing their job. They're not worried about whether they're going to get reelected. They're not worried about whether in good company with the president or with anyone else. They're just concerned about let's get the people's work done. And that's what we have to stay focused on.
So let me ask you about one of those things, because you've been focused on the opioid crisis. You were at another hearing today about that. Is the president doing enough? Are you in Congress doing enough?
Well, you know, listen, this is a big problem. This is an epidemic, and I've seen it firsthand. As a practicing pharmacist for over 30 years, I've seen what opioid abuse and overdose can do to people, and addiction can do to people. I've seen it ruin lives. I've seen it ruin careers, ruin families, and it is a serious, serious national epidemic that we have here. Are we doing enough? Well, listen, what we're doing is making sure that we are giving the resources to the agencies that they need. Now, this is going to take more than just throwing money at it. I'm not interested in saying, okay, if we hit 50 billion, we've done our job. That does us no good. We've got to be smart about it. We've got to be efficient about it. We've got to be preventive about it. We've got two problems we've got to address. We've got to address prevention of people getting addicted, but we've also got to address those people who are already addicted. And that's a big, big problem. That's over 11.5 million people, killing over 90 people every day here in America.
Congressman Buddy Carter, Republican from Georgia, thank you.
Thank you.
For more on this, I want